Welcome to Heartland Makes and Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking about finger protection and the new leather lock shooting tab from Heartland Leatherworks. Listen, can you hear that? The new leather lock shooting tab is so quiet. Stick around for your chance to win one. I missed. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the new leather lock shooting tab from Heartland Leatherworks, and I'm going to explain to you why I feel like it's the best shooting tab on the market. Before we get to the video, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
For the outdoor enthusiast who wants the very best, great quality starts with Heartland Leatherworks. Each product we make is hand cut, hand dyed, and sewn from the finest of leathers. Leather is an American icon for outdoor gear and always has been. We take pride in crafting nothing but the best. Quality crafted gear, handmade, one at a time, and personalized for you. Made right here in the beautiful USA.
If you got to this video by clicking on a link from either our website or our Etsy store, I want to first start out with saying congratulations on purchasing one of our new leather lock shooting tabs. In this video, I'm going to describe to you why I believe it's one of the best shooting tabs out there. There was a lot that went into the design of this Archery tab. I spent a little over 2 years between researching different leathers, making different tabs, and actually using them in the field. In this video, we're going to go over the criteria that this leather shooting tab meets and how it can help you with your archery, whether it be at the range or in the field. So let's get started. Number one, which was paramount to me, is it had to be a high quality tab. So this tab is made up of 3 parts. You've got the inside piece, you've got the outside piece, and then on the very inside of the leather tab there's actually a whole other layer here. The way that layer works is it kind of helps with the way that this system works. It was designed to be comfortable for all day use. We've got a fairly wide strap back here. It's not going to be too wide that it interferes with what you're doing, but it is wide enough that it doesn't feel like it's going to be cutting into you when you're out in the field. To me, it's going to be very important, especially for you guys that shoot 3D shoots and you're going to be wearing this thing for a long time, and or people that are more geared towards hunting like I am, where you're going to be in the field a long time. I wanted a tab that was going to be super comfortable as well. When you get your tab home, it's going to come like this. You're going to slip this strap into the middle hole. You're going to pull it down until it looks like your finger's going to fit in there. Then you can hold the other piece with your thumb. Slip it off. There's another hole in here that's cut at a 45, and then you pull the rest of the strap out like that. And that's what's basically locking that leather strap in place for you. Hence the name, the leather lock shooting tab. Don't cut this strap off yet till you watch the video, because I'm going to show you another principal design in this shooting tab. And then lastly, part of the design that we put into consideration is I wanted the leather shooting tab to be quiet. Ultimately, the way this system works and the way that the leather lock works, you've got no mechanical parts, so that eliminates any mechanical failure, and then you also have no metal or plastic parts that if you bumped it on your riser or your tree stand or anything else, your gear, it's not going to be making noise while you're in the stand, getting in and out of the stand, and or just walking through the field. I know I probably said 3 key points, but lastly, the one thing that I do want to discuss and talk about real quick is we do hand sew these on our leather sewing machine. Our leather sewing machine is set at a precise distance, so whether you bought one from us this week or 2 years from now, when you're looking at this thread count on the back side, it's going to be spaced evenly. Where that comes into play, I am not a string walk shooter, and I never have been. I don't know, it might be something that I experiment with later on down in life. But if you are a string walker, one of the things that I'd like to point out with our hand sewn on the sewing machine leather tab is the thread count is going to be consistent. So you'll be able to slide this up next to your string and get your thread count, move your tab down and shoot from. Everything on this leather tab is cut out on the laser. It's sewn with a leather sewing machine so that you get the consistency of the thread count. And in conclusion, I would just like to say these reasons that we pointed out. Number one, it's a high quality shooting tab. It's made from high quality leather, and the way that this strap works, I believe it's one of the most comfortable shooting tabs on the market. There is also the bonus if you want to consider shot activation in your shooting tab. And the way that works, and I'll zoom in on that real quick, but briefly, in my mind, what shot activation is it's very similar to a clicker. If you guys are familiar with the clickers that mount up on the bow limb, and then as you're drawing back, it clicks. Part of that whole process of the way that the clicker was designed and the way it works is it's a trigger for your brain mentally. The way that trigger works is when you hear it click, you release a string. When you're shooting a handgun or a rifle, one of the easiest ways to know that if you're jerking the trigger or you're bracing for recoil is to put a dummy round in the magazine. And if you have your buddy put the dummy round in your magazine, you don't know when that shot's going to take place. So if you're 3, 4, 5 shots in and you pull the trigger and you jerk it, it's going to be real noticeable. When I was going through the police academy, that's how they worked on training us, and it becomes real obvious on some of your issues. Diagnosing that problem with a bow is much more difficult because you can't actually dry fire your bow, and even if you did, there's going to be so much recoil in the bow that without breaking your limbs, obviously guys, don't go dry firing your bow. I'm telling you, it's not going to work, but there would be enough vibration if your limbs didn't break that it would be hard to diagnose if you were moving or whatever. So part of the bonus in my mind with the leather lock shooting system, again, is that shot activation process. And essentially the way that would work, if you think about the way the clicker works, this other part of the loose tab, which I said don't cut off just yet, you slip it in almost like you're making a football, paper football when you was a kid, and you just pull it back on the inside, and now you've created a whole nother loop back here for your thumb to fit in. So if you practice that shot activation process, whether it be a clicker or any other number of ways that you can do that to kind of trick your mind into thinking about something else so that it's not bracing for the recoil when you release, this is part of the design of and what went into it as far as the thought process. You can stick your thumb in here and be telling yourself, what I tell myself is keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling until my thumb pops out. When my thumb pops out, that's the trigger to my fingers to release. So that is another added bonus of our shooting tab. Again, that is quiet. You're not going to hear that in the woods. It definitely is much more quiet than your bow, even with your string silencers and everything else. By the time that arrow is there, it's already past the target, if you will, before they'll hear that. So again, that's just another added bonus, another reason that we feel our shooting tab is one of the best on the markets for 2022. Okay, so another fun thing, we are going to be offering these in basically 3 different styles. I'm going to show you a video of the 3 different styles while we're talking about it right now. Along with the 3 different styles, I'm going to be offering these shooting tabs in both right hand and left hand. You will have the option for personalization. Say you're in an archery club and you want to go ahead and get some of these made up with your archery club logo on them. We can do that on our laser, and we'll actually even, with like all of our other leather products that we sell, we will be giving discounts if you order 10 or more. But wait, there's more. Part of our business plan and business goals have always been we give all first responders 10%, current and active and retired military, you get 10% discount. The code is ThankYou10, and again, we want to express a sincere thank you. If you don't mind, if you're going to cash in on the ThankYou10 coupon code for being a first responder or prior military, would you please leave in the buyer's notes what your service was so that we'll know and we'll be able to thank you. Okay, so we told you earlier that you was going to have an opportunity to win. Every now and again on our channel we do giveaways. This year, the very first giveaway that we're going to be doing in January of 2022 is going to be giving away one of our leather lock shooting tabs. We're going to give you multiple ways to enter. Number 1, If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to talk you into subscribing. Another benefit to subscribing right now is we're going to be releasing a couple more things archery gear wise this year, and I don't want you to miss out on that. But number one way to enter to win is, number one, you got to be a subscriber. Number two, comment down below that you want to enter. Another way to enter into the giveaway is if you're on Facebook, share our video. Another way to enter to win is if you're in a Facebook group or page that's archery related, something that's archery related, guys. Don't spam our video on some other deal, but share our video with your archery club. Share our video with your archery page if it's allowed. Another way that you can enter to win is go to our Instagram and find us on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram for another entry, and then make sure that you tell me down below in your comment where all you entered so that I can find it, because I'm going to need verification to give you another entry to win, just to keep it fair for everybody. Again, we're going to be offering these, for the most part they're going to be brown. What I'm thinking about doing down the road is doing different colors for like a limited edition run, maybe of a certain color, because basically we have to switch over everything when we change colors. And for right now, just trying to keep it simple, we're going to be offering what we call the tobacco brown. It'll be on our Etsy store as well as our website. You can find us online at heartlandleatherworks.com. That's our website. I'll put a link down below. I'll also put a link to our Etsy store for our shooting tab. Again, the three different designs are going to be offered in right and left. They're also going to be offered with the split or without the split. And if you order it without the split, it's still going to be marked on the inside. It will have a laser mark. So if you decide, say you don't know if you want to, say you're a new shooter and you don't know if you want to shoot split finger or 3 under yet, buy one of the ones that's already marked, because basically it'll be marked on the inside, which will be the same place where your name would go if you had it personalized. And then if you decide later you want to go back to shooting split finger, or you just don't like the 3 under, it'll be marked real easy so that you can cut it out with a razor blade. So that'll be real easy for you to do at home. If you want it cut from us, we will definitely cut it for you. That's not a problem. Just put that in the buyer's notes when you order from us. But wait, there's more. By subscribing to our channel, you're also going to be one of the first ones notified. If you click the little bell up at the top after you hit subscribe, you're going to be one of the first ones notified when we upload videos. We've got a new bow coming. We got some bow reviews coming. We've got some target stuff coming. We've got some builds coming. Everybody likes to build. You know that we like to build on this channel. We're going to be making some stuff that's going to make archery funner this year for you guys, and it's going to be funner for us. I'm so excited. We're here in Texas. There's a lot of new things here in Texas. We got a lot of great videos coming, and I'd hate for you to miss out because you just didn't click the subscribe button and check that bell. Again, guys, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that it didn't sound a whole lot like an infomercial. We're trying to keep this fun, be a fun video, but we're so excited to introduce this shooting tab to you guys. I know that this thing is proven. I've actually taken a deer using one of my tabs that I made a couple of years ago. It was still in the pro. It was still in the design process, but these shooting tabs are based off that design that I took a deer with in 2019. So again, guys, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. May each and one of you have a blessed week.